Following the signs. Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cancer placements. Welcome in. It's lovely to have you here. Take what resonates in this reading, leave what doesn't. Don't force things to fit. Put yourself where they go. I mean, I could be picking up on your energy. It could be the energy of somebody around you. This could be past, present, or future. Use your discernment. That's the bottom line here. Let's just dive in. Whoever I'm connecting with today, you are very deep person, often misjudged. Like, I feel like you're a very intelligent person and someone who also feels very deeply, as in like you're quite sensitive to other people's energy. You could find like, you arrive somewhere, you only have to walk in the room and you know whether or not everyone's happy or everyone's sad. You're a very multi-dynamic individual. Like, some people may class you as a bit of a dreamer or, as I said, like, I feel like you are misjudged on how intelligent you actually are. And if we think of the sign Pisces, for example, Pisceans are very much that. They're that 12th house energy, very much the energy of the old soul and someone that's been here before. I know I'm using Pisces as the example just as we've had both the Sun and the Pisces cards show up in your reading today. So it's like something you can't see. You're being called to trust the process right now. You could be finding yourself very, sensitive to beauty and the way that you look, taking consideration and care in that. And poetry as well could be very significant here. You could be someone that is very much into dream work or spirituality. You take careful consideration when it comes to, how you show up in the world. Maybe this has come at a detriment sometimes and you have lacked boundaries with certain people. Now, at the moment, you could have someone around you that is really sapping your energy. And this could be just, doesn't have to be malicious. This could simply be someone that sees you as a bit of a vital source for empathizing with them. So this could be a reminder that, you can still have boundaries with this person, because you might be finding that you're in a situation where it's hard to determine, like, is this my feelings or is this someone else's? You could also find yourself in a situation where you are in the spotlight. Now, this could be like a work scenario, or there's something where everything's going to shit and you could find that you become the focal point. And it could be based on some parts of you that you have not shared with the world, that you integrate them into this situation. It's something that it's going to be well received and that you are recognized for. And it's also something that completely defuses chaos and something feeling like it's not going to plan. You could question yourself about this. Maybe you are heavily concerned on how others perceive you. But let's just see where this goes at this time. Where are my oracle cards? So what is going on around you, Cancer? The Sun is a really great card to get in a reading just because it does, like the tarot, it over trumps any negativity. So it's like whatever you might be currently feeling, like, just know this will be a short pass, especially if these are feelings of, adversary, like where you're just feeling a little hard on yourself, I think. And like with such deep emotions that can be felt, it's like ensuring to know where they're coming from and what you're doing to be able to process whatever you're feeling too. I have 2 Pisces children and I often have to poke prod in order to get them to talk about their feelings. Otherwise, they're kind of just living in them silently without sharing with anyone else, yet we're all meant to know. So this could also be an indicator for you, like to confidently express yourself where necessary. So what's going on for Cancer? What's going on around you right now? We've got reincarnation and we've got summer. Something could quite like be symbolic about summertime. You know, this could be a situation that maybe occurred in summertime that maybe you are being recognized for now. Or maybe someone is asking you to recreate something. With that reincarnation card, it's almost like bringing something back from the dead. Now, whether this is a situation or a person or a part of yourself that has been hidden for some time. Now, potentially throughout summer, and for those that are in the southern hemisphere here with me, we're heading towards summer. So this could be something to come for you. But for those of you who have just been in summer, could have been something that maybe you found yourself attending. You may have created space to learn a new skill, try a new hobby, something that you have done in that time that was very enjoyable might be coming back around here. But there's an essence of something being reinvented here. Is there anything more from this deck for Cancer? Intellect. Definitely something that's requiring you to have a point of focus and to not get tangled up with everyone else's opinions here. Passion. This could be to do with a connection. This could be something that you feel very passionate about. This is also that energy of what you feel around another individual as well. If we think of passion, we're thinking, I don't know why I'm thinking Johnny out of bloody Dirty Dancing. But if we look at that relationship, there's a lot of passion there. He also had a lot of passion for his dancing and for, doing the right thing and showing up. All right, let's get a little bit of tarot here for Cancer. Where are we going? Let's go this deck. Oh, that is interesting. And I'm having this happen a lot. Maybe I'm just negligent, but also I see it as a bit of a sign. So I've opened up this deck and we have the High Priestess from the Lightseers deck in here. On top of the King of Wands. That may be symbolic for someone. Maybe someone is thinking about a fire sign. But another reminder here that to recognize your intuition and that you are highly intuitive. It could be something that you're not speaking on right now, something that you are keeping to yourself, or there is someone who is thinking of you that's keeping something to themselves. I feel like you're really leaving a lot of chaotic situations behind and wanting to move towards peace, solitude, and to a new opportunity here. Let's have a look. Tell us what is going on for Cancer right now. Spirit, what is this situation? What is happening for them? What is blocking whatever they're moving in their life? And what is the advice? I invite you, Cancer, if you feel compelled to hit the like and subscribe to Following the Signs. Okay. So a lot of you have been really manifesting and remembering what you want and, having trust in what you're bringing to fruition too. With that Sun card here, there's a lot that could be instantaneous happening around you. But there's been like a release of, carrying around something that's been like weighing on someone's mind and slowing forward momentum. And it's like with this release, there's been new creative inspiration for somebody. Someone is no longer looking like, oh, well, I need to do this first or I need to do that first. Someone is just really embracing what they've got and drawing something in. For some of you, it could be dealing with a Gemini. What is the Magician card here for Cancer? We've got the Three of Swords in the reverse and the Seven of Cups. You've been overcoming a heartbreak or overcoming matters of the heart. However, it's been quite confusing navigating all these different emotions that are coming up here. What is this Seven of Wands? There's the Six of Swords, yeah. You're certainly moving away from chaos, but now it's like, okay, I'm away from it all, but I've still got all these feelings that are going through me right now. Yeah, there could be just a lack of clarity in maybe why you're still feeling these feelings or trying to process these feelings. What's the Six of Swords here? There's a lot of cards here. I don't think I'm going to take them all. For some of you, this does involve friendship. For some of you, this definitely involves your feelings and how you feel towards a particular relationship. You know, something that was a very quick opportunity to grasp onto, but not something that was, you know, maybe you felt in a position that you could give to at the time. I'm not going to take all of those. So why is this showing up for Cancer this week? Why are these feelings showing up for Cancer this week? What is the Magician? Page of Wands reversed. You know, there's an opportunity that, you know, has not been taken, or that maybe you feel like you didn't receive, or that you've missed out on. Five of Swords. There's been a lot of, you know, having one over somebody else here, which has resulted in boundaries being instilled. But yet there's still feeling in whatever this is. What's the Five of Swords here? Strength card. And the High Priestess. I feel like there was a lot that just wasn't said. And it really forced someone to have to really overcome something within themselves, whether this is desire or self-preservation. How does this affect you? Ten of Pentacles. Well, it's got to do with a long-term plan that you've certainly had for yourself. Stability and sustainable stability with another. Partnership. Abundance in life. And also like, you know, someone that is willing to go the distance, no matter how long it takes as well. Something that you've been working towards that is, you know, just, I've never really noticed him, but we got that little turtle down the bottom there. Something has been evolving, or you've wanted something to evolve. Six of Pentacles, again, coming out in the upright. Something that you wanted to give to. Yeah, there could be a new beginning that you feel maybe you've missed out on. I'm here, the one that got away. What's this Four of Cups here? Yeah, Queen of Cups in the reverse. Something that you're very disappointed about. What is the Fool here? Eight of Pentacles reverse. A lack of investment in a new beginning. So what's your advice in this situation, Cancer? What is your advice here? Knight of Swords. There's like some courage need to be had here. Queen of Pentacles. You know, pursuing what it is that you desire, pursuing, you know, growing something or nurturing something that is going to be quite profitable here. For some of you, this could be an earth sign. And for others of you, this is really focusing on your own financial stability and being courageous with it, going for a new opportunity. Knight of Cups reversed, Seven of Wands reversed. You know, even when it's not in the areas that you were expecting it to come. There's also like allowing yourself to be vulnerable and in order to be able to achieve something. All right, I'm going to pull another spread. Let's get back to, I don't know what those cards were here. Getting back to the Oracle card, Spirit, let's clarify some of these and then we'll wrap it up. What is this? What is the passion here for Pisces? For Cancer. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. What is the passion card here for Cancer? Well, it's something that you definitely have been disappointed about, and it could have had you maybe, you know, on a bit of a tone of trying other things, you know, and I'm talking things that you, when I'm saying things, I'm talking about connections that maybe like are just so far-fetched, but you're scrolling on the dating apps and you're like, I like their smile. I've got a t-shirt like that. Like you could just be finding yourself really entertaining things that, you know, you don't actually even like. You know, there's been something that has not come about that has caused this disappointment and has caused you to head to the cocktail lounge. This could be with a, with an earth sign, but it is like someone that you feel like there's just nothing growing. There wasn't enough, you know, there's a lack of maturity or a lack of talk, a lack of understanding that was had between you and somebody else. A lack of, you know, working together or desired outcome. Like no one spoke of this. And it could have just ended up feeling really sticky, like a sticky mess. Like chewy stuck to the bottom of your heel. And it's like one of them things you got to stop and it's a pain, but you've got to try and just get it off. So something could have felt like it just, you know, it wasn't nice. It lost its flavoring here. Who is the Queen of Meals in reverse to Cancer? Eight of Meals and the High Priestess reverse. This could be someone that you did invest a lot of time into. You know, someone that you could add a lot of, for some of you could add a lot of barbecues with this person or trips. You know, this is someone that you had a Bunnings snag with even. But this is also someone that lacked a lot of trust in their own intuition. Someone that maybe doesn't even believe in intuition and all that like witchy stuff I'm hearing or hoogly poogly. I don't know. Someone's just very disconnected from, you know, their trust in the universe, their trust in anything outside of what's on the box. I'm hearing like someone that watches a lot of TV or that feeds into a lot of mainstream media. But this is somebody that, you know, at one point it was feeling, you know, sustainable. What's the Page of Tools reversed? Yeah, you could have felt in a bit of a cycle with this person, or you maybe feel in a bit of a cycle with this person. It's like the love's always there. It's like it's open for you to entertain. However, it's just the same thing. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere different, whatever this connection is. So what's the advice here? I wasn't ready for them yet. What is the advice for this individual? 5 of meals, 9 of pleasures. It's like, don't try and fix anything here. Because I feel like this is your advice here, is to certainly have boundaries in place, to trust what you're feeling but can't see at this time. And to know that, there's a lot that you don't know about what's going on inside someone right now. Someone could present to be like very well put together and that, everything is on point. But internally, this is someone that is, that likes to be in control. And they don't like to share when they're not doing so great. But this is also someone that could be very passive aggressive, like blows off the handle at something that you would class to be insignificant here. This could be someone that you've been feeling the red flags about. This could definitely be that person that could be pulling on your energy at this time. And you're being advised for boundaries. Yeah, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if your boundaries don't make sense to this person, because they don't have to. So I feel like your advice here, Pisces, is very much to, don't over-explain here. I think this is an individual where it needs to be very direct and very straight to the point in order to be able to get them to back off. I don't know. This could be someone that's like, you might say, oh, no, I've got to get this done. Oh, I'll come help you. And so it's like any time you're putting up a boundary, this is someone that is disrespecting. Let's just be frank here. So there's someone that's not respecting your boundaries. So you might need to be quite cold here, which could go very much against your compassionate, giving nature. But it doesn't mean like be an asshole. This means be firm. What was the summer card here? What is the summer card for Pisces? Someone could be born in 1986. It's like something, there might have been a little bit of an avoidance of a new perspective at something at one point. And maybe it's since then that you are now gaining that. Got Leo energy here. This could be something that maybe you took control of your health throughout summer. Some of you could have been really getting back in the gym or working on your strength, working on building that healthy mind, healthy body. And this could have been after, like, you could have been throwing yourself into some fitness in order to take your mind off something else. And now that, you're heading into more of, some downtime period, that is where this new perspective could be gained. Like something could be getting like stirred up here. That's changing your perspective. What's the advice with that? 5 of pleasures, 4 of pleasures, and the sun in the reverse. It's like, you might not see instant results, but the results are coming. Someone could be going skiing. Someone could be booking a snow holiday or renting something out. This could also be you, you might be borrowing something in order to, you might be getting influenced to do something that maybe you don't feel like it's something you want to do. That was like very random, but that just came in. So what is the closing advice here for you, Cancer? Let's get a closing angel oracle for you. Soulmate. Some of you put in an order for a soulmate. And it's like a type of deep connection that you are searching for. It is something that you don't come across every day. But it's also something that, you know, you feel that it's out there for you. Something that you're longing for, and it's longing for you also. For some of you, maybe you have met this person. Maybe this is someone that is coming to your mind a lot. For others of you, this is someone that you are going to meet, someone that is matching where you're at. And it's coming from you being strong to put boundaries in place for those that just don't serve you anymore. I'm going to wrap this one up, Cancer. If you enjoyed it, if it resonated, please like and subscribe to Following the Signs, and I'll see you in the next one.